Alright, so in the other video there, so I got it running. So I did get it running a little better. I'm not going to start it today, but I got everything, the airbox and stuff out here again. So I'm going to get the wiring cleaned up under there. The other thing is I got the seat back again after the second attempt at the upholstery. So this guy did an amazing job. Looks really, really good. So I'm going to get this thing bolted on today. I was just working on getting the holes here for the bolts there to bolt it down, but yeah, I love the stitching in it. He smoothed out all the foam so it looks nice and even. So that's did a really nice job. That's an amazing seat. I'm really happy with that. Other than that, that's pretty much what I'm going to do tonight. Just get that seat bolted on, and picked up some more bolts for a few things here and there. But yeah, she's coming together. I'm going to tighten up that suspension here now that I've got the track rotating. Still pretty tight, but I'm hoping over a ride or so that'll loosen up, and then should be good to go, and I can kind of straighten things out there. But yeah, I'll get this seat on for now. There she is installed. Looks awesome. Like I said, I picked up some new hardware to bolt her down. Looks really good. I'm really happy with that seat, the way that turned out. Little bit of a gap here. I'm going to live with that because I don't want to have to adjust it or whatever. So like I said, it's on a show sled, so that'll be just fine. That seat's nicer than the entire sled. So a couple other things I did is I just bought some vinyl wrap, and I just wrapped these shocks here, some vinyl wrap, just to kind of freshen them up, because I didn't feel like sanding them all down and painting them. So I just wrapped them, and you know, they look pretty good actually. I'm not too disappointed in that either. But so now I'm going to just start to try and clean up this wiring down here, make sure I get it all routed properly, and then I can get the airbox back in. I've got a grounding issue, so I got to maybe see if I can get this to ground a little better. But other than that, I wrote this Speedo cable. I've got a cable coming for the water pump that goes to the tack. What else? I got the all the lights working on the gauges, so that's good. So I'll make sure that they both work as well. One thing I noticed, that my temp gauge isn't working, I don't think, so I'll have to have a look at that. Picked up a new tether here. Noticed my ignition is working. So in order to get that working, because that is a ignition out of an 80, and the wiring harness here is out of a 79. So an 80, it was just a two-position switch here, off, on, and lights, where the 79s would have had on, off, and on with the lights. So the wiring harness that came in this only had has 4 plugs. This only has 2 wires. So I just jumped the other 2 wires together, and bam, your lights work. So that worked out. Actually, I forgot I got to pick up some more bolts for this handlebar pad to bolt that back together. Like I said, get the wiring cleaned up, get the airbox back in, get everything all buttoned up, tighten up that rear suspension there, and then it's the waiting game. I don't think I'm going to do the hood. I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Spent enough money on this machine now, so I think it can just... The hood's not going to change anything, so I'm just going to keep the hood the way it is. But I'm sure... Well, that's what I say now, but maybe in a month or so I'll change my mind and get it all painted up. But that's her for now. Alright guys, so I got this thing running pretty good actually, and like I said in the other video, but once I got the lights going here, I realized that my lights are really, really dim. So I went through the whole wiring harness, pulled it all out, checked it all over, made sure everything was grounding properly. Everything looks good, so I think what the issue is my lighting coil on the stators. So shitty thing is I gotta pull this all apart and replace the stator. I've got a couple extra ones, so I'll get one of these guys cleaned up here and test it, and then get one of those in and see how that works. So that's what I got planned for today. Hopefully I can get this accomplished rather quickly and test these lights again. Alright, so I got this stator out of here. I don't really see anything wrong with it, but I was able to get this out pretty quickly here. I just ended up leaving the housing, everything on there. Didn't have to drain the coolant or anything. So that made my life a little bit easier. So I'm going to clean up one of these other stators here. I'm thinking this one here, get this guy all cleaned up and then give it a whirl. If not, then I guess I'll move on to this one, but I really don't want to have to try a third one here. So, all right, let's get this going. There we are, new stator installed. Just try to get my headlight on there. I got the, looks like this was the original stator that came out of this crank case here. The markings line up anyway to exactly where this needs to go for timing, I hope. Just gonna get this thing all buttoned up again and give her a test start here and see what kind of headlights and taillights I got now. Alright, so after all that, I finally got some bright lights here, so let's just fire it up quick. That's how it should look, okay. So I'm happy with that. We got bright lights. There we go.